Hey everyone, welcome back to ML Works. In this video, we'll learn how to set up Unsloth on our Mac machine, and we'll also explore the Unsloth Studio. So we know that Unsloth is an open source framework which is used for running and training LLMs. It has a wide range of support for various frameworks like Hugging Face, Ollama. So it makes it easier to download those model and fine tune them with the help of Unsloth. So we'll be looking into the fine tuning aspect as part of the next set of videos. For now, we'll be looking into the setup aspect alone. So first step is to install Unsloth. So we'll be copying this command here and then pasting it on our terminal here. This will install Unsloth and Unsloth Studio. So let's wait. So first it has done the platform verification, dependency, it created virtual environment and looked for GPU, then set up the Unsloth Studio update. So here it is again going forward and looking for update in terms of front end and looking for dependencies, and then again looking for dependencies here and installed. Then it is checking if the transformers are installed, so it is pre-installed. Then again it is going for GPU. So here it checks that there is no GPU with respect to like NVIDIA or AMD based GPUs. Now let's wait for it to install the Unsloth Studio. Then we'll get the command for running Unsloth Studio on our browser. So now we have got the command for if you want to start the Unsloth Studio. Now I'll be saying it has no. Then I'll go and copy the command from IDE, Unsloth Studio host followed by the port. And then I'll be running my Unsloth Studio on a browser, which will be running with the help of this host, which is localhost followed by port number 8888. So let me go to the browser as well here, incognito mode, localhost 8888. Let me run it. So once it is started here, we'll be able to access it in the browser as well. Let's wait for this to complete. So now we can notice that the front end loaded from this specific directory, which is under Unsloth Studio. And then we have a server process started and then waiting for the application startup. So if you notice here, there is an hardware detected. This is the GPU for Apple Silicon. So we'll be making use of this. And then we have this Llama CPP pre-built lag MTP support. Then we have Unsloth Studio update. These are certain messages that we are getting here. If you notice here, default admin account created, username is Unsloth and our password is stored somewhere here, .bootstrap_password. Open the Studio UI to sign in and change it. So once we log into the browser, we'll be seeing this password change option. So now what I can do is I can go to the browser here and you can notice now it has started. Here it is asking us to change the password. I'll be setting it as admin123 and admin123. Change password. Now we got our Unsloth UI here. Now if you can notice here, the first thing we have to look at is this main menu section where we can start with a new chat, and then we have the search option where you will be finding the history of conversation that you are doing, and then we have this option for project where you can create project, and hub is where you will find all the models. So we have a separate section for training here. So this is where we'll perform the fine tuning. So basically first we'll be taking the model from here, and we have this option to select model from Hugging Face as well, and what is the method that we want to make use of. So once we have selected the model, then we have to go and take the data set from our local machine or from Hugging Face or from Amazon S3 bucket and set the parameters for our model to train on, and we'll be starting our training job. So once this is done, then we'll be having the option to export. So based on the training run, we can export the model in a specific format. And then there is option for recipes, which are like some sample workflows which are provided by Unsloth. You can explore this as well. Now going back to our new chat option. So first thing is to select the model or download the model. So what I'll do is, you can see here I have something called as custom folder, which is redirected to .ollama models. This is by default, it has taken it. So if I just select this, you will see all the Ollama models that are present inside my machine. So if I go to the terminal and open a new tab, I can type in here Ollama list. You will see all the different models that are present. There are around 5 models. So if you see here, these are the 5 models again. I can take any model here like deep sea carbon. So it will load that model and then you can start chatting with that model. So once it is getting loaded, let me just type in a query here. What is an large language model is? So this is a reasoning based model. So it starts with thinking and then it starts the response. So thought for 11 seconds and it has started giving us the definition here and what are the key features, application, ethical consideration, broader context. Now what we can do is, one of the feature of Unsloth is that we can compare the responses from the model. So I'll go here, compare chat, and I'll be selecting this specific model, which is Qwen 3 8 billion parameter model, and then I'll be selecting some other model which is Gemma 3 from Unsloth. So let me type in a simple query here. What is the capital city of France? Let's see. So first it is trying to load this model into the GPU. So it didn't took much time here. It is going through the thinking process and then it will generate the response. So it thought for 7 seconds, it generated this response, and it has also mentioned all the important landmarks in France. So it took around 7 seconds to generate this response, and if you notice here, we have some stats here. So we have prompt eval 245 milliseconds, prompt speed 65.4 tokens per second, the generation speed is 9.74 second. The token speed is around 18.3 tokens per second, and the first token, the time taken for the first token to generate was 245 millisecond. In total 10.01 second was taken and chunk was 175. And if you notice here, so we switched to this model. While I was talking about this, it was loading this model and it loaded this model and it generated this response. And here also you can notice the various tasks that are present for generating the response. Now what I'll do is, I'll be just removing this option of compare such that I can work with one model. So now here I'll be first uploading a image and then I'll be interacting with that specific image. So here, if you saw the image, it was setup N8N and Gmail integration. This is, so explain this image. Let's wait for the response from Gemma model. So Gemma 3 supports the image input. So that's why we are able to upload an image and we are able to explain this image with the help of Gemma 3 model. So okay, let's break down this image. Here's what's going on. The image is a promotional graphic like YouTube video tutorial, which is true. It's focused on teaching someone how to set up N8N, a powerful automation tool for email. Okay, since it saw the Gmail icon, it is able to understand this is an automation tool for email. So we have a Gmail logo, N8N logo, man in the background, text overlay, color schema, and it generated a very good response. So this is how you interact with a image based input. If you have some document, then you can go ahead. So it is not able to support chat with files. So what I'll do is, first let me try uploading a file here. So let me put in some PDF, which is this one. Now explain the abstract from this document. Let's see if we get the response or not. So let us look into the backend, what is happening here. So if I go here Unsloth Studio, we are seeing all these events that are happening in the backend. So here we got this status code 200, process time 1.53, and then we are not seeing anything happening here, and even it is taking time to get a response here. So what I'll do is, for now I'll just restart this local host, and I'll delete this message. I'll also delete this thing. Now I'll be moving to a different model. For instance, let me go to Qwen 3 8 billion parameter model. Let me switch to that model. Then we can start chatting with the document. So if you notice here, we don't have anything like a RAG here. So once I upload a document, it will create a RAG in the backend and we can interact with that specific document. So first let's switch this model to Qwen 3 8 billion parameter model. So while that is happening, we had also have this option to chat with files now. So let me click this and add a file to chat with. I'll add the specific file, which is memory as a model. So once this document is uploaded, once the model is also switched, then we can start with our query. So now our model is loaded. Here we have Qwen 3 8 billion parameter model, even the document is uploaded. So if you see here, now all these different options are enabled, and this is where we have our RAG, which is created based on this document. So manage knowledge bases. So we don't have anything knowledge bases here, but we have this document that is created based on this thread. So now let me send a query, which is explain the abstract. So cannot accept images, load a vision capable model. So the reason why we are getting this error is because we have an image uploaded in the previous conversation. So let me delete that, or I can start a new conversation. So now let me upload the document, and I'll be uploading this one again, and then we can send in our query, explain the abstract from the paper. Let's see. Let me open the paper as well. So let me go to the download section, and here I have the specific PDF. So this is the one where it has opened memory as a model, and this is basically introduces Memo, which is a modeler framework that encodes new knowledge into dedicated memory model. Now if you notice here, it has used a tool, searched for documents for abstract, retrieved 3 passages from one document, see document sources below. So this is the document source. Now it has to generate the response for which we are waiting for. So let's see. Yeah, so we have this abstract keyword here. So based on this, it will be able to understand that it has to pull from abstract. So the abstract says that it introduces Memo, a framework designed to enhance large language model by enabling them to incorporate new knowledge efficiently without altering the pre-trained parameters. So if I just go back here in the document, so this is what the papers also suggest, and it has able to capture that specific detail, and it is able to generate the response. So this is how you upload a document and interact with the document. In the backend, it will create the RAG. Now, when you are loading any models, there are various parameters that you can play with. So those parameters are available here for you to play with. So for this specific model, this is the context length, and these are the parameters through which you can perform LLM optimization. And then we have this section for system prompt, and here comes our hyperparameters like temperature, top P, top K. And if you don't know what each of these means, you can just hover over this icon and you will get the information. And at the bottom, if you notice, we have this option for tools where you have this various hyperparameters as well. And then we have retrieval. This is basically used for RAG system, where you have auto retrieve threshold, auto retrieve documents, passages, top K, the search mode, whether it is only BM25 or semantic search or a hybrid search that you want to perform when you are trying to retrieve the documents from your DB in the backend. So this is with respect to parameters that you can control with respect to any of the LLMs or the systems that you are building. Now let me close this down, and here I also have this code section, search section, and there is one more thing that you can look into is if I click this, there is an option to load a prompt. Show all saved prompt. For now I don't have any prompt. So what I'll do is I'll create a prompt here, blog writing, and this is the prompt. You are an expert ML engineer who writes blog on ML topics. This is one simple prompt that we have. Just save this prompt, close this. Now when you are interacting with certain topic, you will automatically need certain prompts immediately. So what you can do is just click this, open saved prompts, take this blog writing, and it will automatically come up here, and you can just modify the topic and you can just send it to the model and get the response. So this is one of the feature. Now whatever we have seen is just the basic of Unsloth. Now what I wanted to share is that in the next set of videos we'll be learning how to fine-tune a model with the help of Unsloth Studio. So for now we are done with this video. Thank you for watching.